Welcome back. Well, I had hoped very much to have a shop spotlight for you today because that's what we have been doing on Sundays. But I do not because of my email issues. So today we're just going to flip back to what we used to do on Sundays, and we're doing a project. So when we come back, did you want people to see you? Is that what's going on here? All right, I'll scratch you right there. I'll scratch you right there. Yes, all right, okay. All right. Well, Audie has abandoned me. He's only gone over 3 feet to sit in front of the window and see if he can make mischief over there. Well, today would ordinarily be a shop spotlight Sunday. So, to start off with, let me announce the winner from Amazing Amy's Accoutrements. And this was a beautiful piece of jewelry, and then something that I think might have been a hand-carved wooden pen. Whatever it is, it was just beautiful. I love wood, so frankly, I didn't go any further than, oh, that's a great piece of wood. I want that. So the winner was Marie Teresa. Congratulations. And now, ordinarily, we would be starting a new shop spotlight, but today we are just announcing the end of the last one, and this was Nussnacker's house. That was that wonderful place with the beautiful little German-themed items off in Washington State. So, good luck to all of you who entered, and we will be announcing the winner next Sunday. And next Sunday, if all goes well, we will do another shop spotlight. The problem with the shop spotlight today is my email issue. I lost my email for a total of 5 days. 3 of those days are permanently gone. So 2 days worth of emails when I got back online with the email account. 2 days I was able to download. 3 days, who knows where they are. They may eventually turn up. I'm sure by then it's not, they'll be out of date. There will be no point in it. Eek. So what had happened was my domain was hosted by GoDaddy. That's the largest domain hosting company out there. And they switched the emails, so I couldn't use the email program that I like, which was an open source program called Thunderbird. It's by Mozilla Thunderbird, a common one. But GoDaddy suddenly said, well, you all have to use Microsoft now. And I didn't like that for 2 reasons. The first reason was Microsoft. Duh. The second reason is I don't like doing business with any company that says, and you must use, this other company, especially not after what I'm thinking it has to be close to 20 years I've been doing business with GoDaddy, and I don't like the fact that suddenly, we're going to force you to use another product, especially a proprietary product. I didn't like that. So I went around searching for another host where I could park my URL and run my email. And I did find one. And unfortunately, their tech support is incompetent. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. They just, whatever I may say about GoDaddy, their technical support is competent. They were able to unravel this mess in half an hour, and the other company it was 5 days, the last 2 of which were pretty much spent screaming at the top of my lungs. I can understand why somebody might not want to deal with me when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, but it's important to remember that if they had dealt with me the previous 3 days, I probably wouldn't have been screaming by the time we hit day 4. So I'm not using them. I'm back with GoDaddy. Don't like it, and I'm looking for another hosting company, but I will be much more careful when I do it. I will plan it out, and I'm going to make sure I do it at a time, here we go, when I am not expecting any emails. I don't know, maybe over Christmas or something like that. Everybody's off, celebrating, and they're not emailing. That would be a good time. But for now, my email is working. Yes, I am using a Microsoft email program. Every time I see that Microsoft logo on it, I just get irritated. But I will resolve it eventually on a permanent basis. Right now, my email is working, and that's pretty much all I care about, because I was dependent on the email in order to get the images from the people who are participating in the Shop Spotlight contest. Yeah, okay, yes. No, I love you too. I needed to get images from them so that I could show you what they have to offer, and that's all email dependent. So, yikes. I won't be doing that again, certainly not when I'm expecting a lot of emails. So, we are going back to what was our original Sunday format, which was Sundays are project days. And I have 2 projects to do today. The first was installing a ceiling fan. And that's one that I decided would probably be really either too boring or just something that you just don't want to have to deal with. I don't want to have to deal with it, but I have to. I was changing the sheets on my bed, shaking them out. I guess I shook a little too vigorously, caught the chain from the ceiling fan. It flipped up. The fan was running at the time, flipped up, got caught in the blades. Suddenly, the blades stopped spinning and the fan is going, I was like, oh dear. And I realized that I had a couple of choices. I could either take the ceiling fan down, take it all apart, etc., or I could just get a new one. And I actually so did not want to take that thing apart that getting a new one looked like a good option. So I did. It's on the bed. And as soon as I'm through with this video, I'm going to get my screwdriver and I'm going to go in and install a ceiling fan. Audie is going to help. He always does. He can usually manage to steal at least one of the screws. But he's a good cat. If I catch him, he'll give it back to me. I mean, if I don't catch him, if I let him run off with it, I'm probably never going to see it again. But his main goal in stealing the screws is to get somebody to play with him. So he can help. All right, the other project, because today was a 70-degree day, this was my heads up that we are coming to the end of summer, we're moving into fall, and I need to start dealing with my summer shoes. Now, this is a shoe project day. So I should be ashamed of myself, and I need to throw this out there. My family was in the shoe business for like 3 generations. I grew up knowing how to take care of shoes, and only relatively recently started to practice what I preach on that score. But that's one I thought I would share with you, because this is the time of year when I have to grab all the summer shoes, scrub them up if I'm going to keep them, find the Goodwill bin if I'm going to donate them, and if I'm going to keep them, I need to keep them somewhere and keep them safe. So let me show you. Here. This is a shoe box. It says couture shoes. It has a picture of a shoe, and it even has a little spot where I can drop in a label. All of my shoes are boxed like this. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Sue, you're not getting out enough. Yeah, maybe. I'm not going to argue with that. I know this seems like something that's so OCD, but there's a method to the madness. So pull this out. Don't worry, it's going to get even more OCD. Tissue. Socks. Shoe. All right, so this is what I do with my shoes. This one is suede. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but suede. It's also very glitzy, because my idea of an attractive pair of shoes is a pair of shoes that when I am wearing it, people will come up to me and say, how far did you have to chase that hooker before you got your hands on her shoes? Yeah, I like them glitzy. I also don't like having to buy new shoes every time I go out. So these are just standard bars to keep the shoes shape. I stuffed tissue in the toe. Like I said, clean them all up. I even scrub the dirt off the soles and then pop them into the box. Here we go. The socks. Open this up. These are just cute little sheer things with little designs on them. I usually stuff a pair of socks or something, stockings, whatever, in with my shoes, just so that I'm not ever stuck. I'm not grabbing a pair of shoes saying, what in the world am I going to wear with these? I need some socks. Let me see if I can find something. I just want to make sure that I don't have to run around and fuss. And of course, the reason I clean the shoes before I put them away is, for starters, you should always clean things, then put them away, not put them away dirty and then clean things later. But the logic of that is you get dressed up, you're running around, you're looking for stuff, you grab your shoes. You don't want to grab your shoes and say, oh my goodness, these are in much worse shape than I thought. It's going to take me 10 or 15 minutes to clean them up, and I don't have that much time. I got to get out the door. Or, just as bad, I need to clean these shoes, and I'm all dressed up, and I'm going to make a mess of myself when I'm cleaning my shoes. It just makes sense to do it in advance. So this is the sort of thing I do. And I actually enjoy, because remember, it's a pretty box. Come on, you got to know I like that. I get these at Michael's. I usually pay about $1 a piece because I grab them when they're on sale. Nice little boxes. And I keep a template on my computer. All kinds of colors, so on. Print it off and just drop it in. Not a big deal. But I've also got boxes like this. This is just a plain, as you can see, brown cardboard looking box. Again, from Michael's. It was like $1. Guess what I keep in these? Oh gee, yeah, flip-flops. Here, look. These are old. You can't really tell with the others, but you can actually see my toe impressions on these. And if I turn this around, look. When I have shoes like this, this is a couple years old. I mean, you can tell by looking at it, this is not new. Still, I clean them all up and stick them into the shoebox, pack them away. those are fine. They're probably on their last season next year. I don't think those are going to be in my wardrobe the year after. They will be packed up. They will go off to Goodwill. But that's how we know what's in the box. And that is the project. The last time I was at Michael's, I picked up a couple of boxes, a white with black polka dots and a pretty little gold band, a white with black stripes and a pretty little gold band. They're kind of a mix and match set. And I also picked up these. We have, let's see if I can hold it somewhere. Ah, there we go, so the light doesn't glare off the plastic. More little flip-flop stickers. These are 3D flip-flop stickers with little jewels and so on in them. And these, which are little high heel stickers. And they also have little gems in their little 3D and so cute and la la la. Now, I will use stickers like that just to differentiate, not necessarily between flip-flops and high heels, but between dress shoes and just, you know, grungy running around shoes. And that is, let me, here we go. Okay. I do not know what is in you. We're going to have to look in this one. Again, just a plain black box. Got the high heels on it, so I know it's dress shoes. And in fact, it is empty, but these are those little shoe shapers and more little high heels. Oh, they're different. Nice. We've got an assortment here. Ooh, good. And all I do is peel off the stickers and stick them on the box. In the case of these, there's no rhyme or reason in terms of the color. I just stuck some stickers on the boxes on the theory that I would put something in the label slot so that I would know what color the shoes were inside there. But it gets even better than this. This one, I'm going to show you that, see if you can see that. This is just a beautiful little 3D piece, applique, something along those lines. I got this on eBay a few years ago, a puppy chewing shoes, and stuck it on one of my shoe boxes. The little spot where you put the color tag is in the back, and oh yeah, see, socks, shoe, yeah, silver and blue. Like I say, the glitzier the better. If I am not glowing in the dark in my shoes, I'm not happy. And I will very often go on a little hunt every now and then for just interesting shoe images to stick on boxes. Or, here's another one of my shoe boxes. Just a really pretty box that I don't think is really about shoes. All of the wording is about Paris and so on. And some people dream of having a big swimming pool. With me, it's closets. Audrey Hepburn, you know, all words to live by. And these, again, they're marked. So let's take a peek and see what's in here. Oh yeah, hot pink. Oh yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a thing for ballet flats. I find them very comfortable. But again, notice these are shoes that are used. They've been worn, and I still suede again, clean them up, Make sure they are in really good shape, and then box them away. No socks in that one. Got to deal with that. So, what I am doing today, like my global project, not just how do we deal with shoes, how to box them, but I will be taking all of my flip-flops, because they are of like a rubbery, plasticky, washable material. I am going to throw them in a sink full of water. I am going to throw some bleach in there, not enough to bleach the shoes, but enough to deal with the fact that who knows what I've been walking on. And of course, my bare feet have been in these flip-flops, so I want to make sure they are sanitary. Now, you're probably thinking, well, who else's bare feet are going to be in them? Nobody's. But you just never know what kind of germs or bacteria are lurking around. So they're going to get scrubbed. They are going to get disinfected. They are going to be left out, probably out on the patio, to dry. And then they are going to end up going in a new box. They're probably going to see, it's still got the plastic on it. That's exciting. They're going to go in boxes like these. With my flip-flops, I will be honest with you, I usually double them up, 2 pair in each box, because I have a lot of flip-flops and not a whole world of shoe boxes. Also because flip-flops are very inexpensive. And usually when the warm weather comes, I just start going to one store after another, finding like glitzy little flip-flops, and there we go. And I'll wear them for a season, maybe 2, and they may well just get donated at the end of a season. So that's how I do it. I know this is, like Imelda Marcos crazy. It's like, actually not really. I went to college with a girl. She was a former Miss Rhode Island, and she had a shoe thing. She had over 400 pair of shoes. So I don't feel like I'm going crazy here. And actually, if I stopped and thought about it, I really don't have a huge amount of shoes. This is nothing compared to what I kept when I was working, what I had to keep when I was working. So I would say it's probably fewer than half a dozen pair of dress shoes, and then things like different kinds of sneakers for different purposes and so on. Running shoes, walking shoes, that sort of thing. So I don't want you to think I'm yeah, I know. I was just about to say, I don't want you to think I'm crazy, and I know it's way too late for that. You don't need to say it. I'll say it for you. Yes, but this is what I am doing. Organizing, putting them away, and then when I flip over, which will be October, November, because that's the way the seasons change around here. When I flip over to the winter shoes, they will all come out. Most of them will come out of these boxes, not the dress shoes, but the regular, ordinary shoes, and go into a shoe bench. That's what it is. Okay, a shoe bench that sits by the door so that everything is right there, and I can find what I need. Because if you went into my bedroom right now, which I would not invite you to do because of this, you would find a very large pile of shoes. Yep, just a pile. Flip-flops, sneakers, whatever. All the shoes that I've been wearing to do housework and yard work and, run off to the store, whatever. And that's not acceptable. It's okay when you are 16 and you want to live like that, but it's not acceptable for grown adults. So let's all make up our minds that we are going to start storing our shoes the way we are supposed to. By the way, if you don't feel like going to the bother of fancy boxes, and I do, I like that. That actually makes me really feel good when I go into my closet and I look at these stacks of pretty boxes and they're all labeled. If you don't want to do that, when you buy shoes, save the boxes. Store the shoes in the boxes, because so many people will just put their shoes on a shoe rack in the closet. That's not how you best store them. And frankly, this is all about the fact that I just don't want to have to keep buying shoes unnecessarily. All right. I hope this has been at least entertaining for you. If you haven't learned anything new about shoes, oh well, at least you're going to have the chance to laugh at me and my massive shoe collection. And we all need a laugh these days. So, signing off, I want to, first thing I want to tell you is I have been positioning my advertisements on the YouTube channel manually lately. When YouTube does it, they will put, I actually counted 11 ads in a 30-minute video, which in my humble opinion is excessive. Or ads get thrown in wherever. So what I've tried to do is go through the videos, find breaks. I am limiting this to 3 ads for a 30-minute video, which I think is about appropriate, ad every 10 minutes. YouTube wants me to do more. Well, it's obvious if they're going to throw in 11 of them, they really want me to do more. And I need to balance between what YouTube wants, because obviously they're hosting this channel, you got to give them something, and what I think is reasonable to expect of the viewers. So let me know how you think that is working. The other thing I'm doing is I go through very carefully when I edit the video, and I find pauses, and I'm dropping the ads in the pauses so that you don't have to deal with the fact that I might get cut off in the middle of a word or something. So D, Love of Hounds, one of our frequent commenters, had sent some pictures. I asked for pictures of your stuff so we could start sharing. She sent pictures of some recent acquisitions of hers, and we have I have one more viewer. I haven't decided which yet, so I'm not going to be able to tell you. I'll decide this in the editing process, and I'll put up a note about which one, because I would like to do 2 on this. Another of our viewers I'll show some of the things that he or she has sent in. So we've got a couple to look at. Again, please send your stuff. I really feel much better about closing the videos off on a happy note, a peaceful note, because once again, JLS's sunsets are going to close us out. All right. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. And again, boy, do I have something weird and different for you tomorrow. I've been saving this one. So I will see you then. Have a great day.